Okay. How is that? Is that better? All right, perfect. Okay. We're done with music. The music lives in the game now. Like, you guys can hear the game music, right? That subtle little bit. Wow. Wow. Already just taking the piss. Damn. I haven't even started playing the game yet. It's already like that. Okay, let's go ahead and load in. Man, oh God, I hope that I can remember enough about this. Let me see, because we ended up taking a day off like the week before I took a week off. And it was like the night that I would usually play this game. And we've only played like one session of this before. Oh, hey, look at this. It's another reintroduction. You play as an arcane cleric. This allows you to learn spells of any school or type that would normally only be available to wizards, druids, or the like. This talent of yours is the only reason you're not a complete outcast. Cool. I have talents. They're valuable. Alright, let's see. So this goblin guy, he's my new friend. Kind of. And we are investigating something. Let's see. Do we have any notes in here? Oh, that's my spells. Cool, cool, cool. Journal. That's likely to have notes. All right. Let's see. So this is all about like different places and stuff. Yep. This is all looking familiar. Okay. I can't zoom out on this at all. Let's see. So I remember we started out somewhere up over here. Oh yeah, that's right. We were like dead in some dude's basement, and then he was just like, "Oh yeah, that's completely normal," and just kind of like sent us out on our way. So there is something fishy about that dude. I think this guy was all philosophical, and you learned you wanted to be different politically than you have been. That is correct. Yes, because I had unfortunately sided with the yellow belly liberals instead of the leftists. So, you know, like the people who I'm currently kind of in bed with politically, so to speak, are the ones who are like fine with like capitalism existing and being like a thing where there's like hierarchies that are just artificial and, you know, enforced on the oppressed. But at least they get to have parades and stuff. They know how to talk to the big business guys. So, you know, your Chuck Schumers, your Nancy Pelosi's, those kinds. So I need to like fix things fast. Man, it's like I'm in my 20s again. All right. Get the heck up out of here. Enter. And by enter, I mean exit. All right, so we're out this door. Let's see. Come on, goblin friend. Or co-worker. Whatever the exact nature of this relationship might be. Oh, wait, there's like an alternate tunnel or whatever that I have to somehow figure out how to get into that to be able to go up to that other door. Hold this? Oh, that's Snell. Okay, I'm trying to go through the door. So there should be like another doorway going up and around, maybe, if these two places are all related, and it looks like maybe they're not. Okay, great. We'll go back this way. So time is like ticking the entire time that I'm walking around doing stuff. And one of the ways to like track your progress in the game is to like see what time of day it is. So hold on, let me see. Maybe that would also be information in our journal. No. Questing tree. Oh no, this is our skills and stuff. Do we have any points to spend? How do I tell? Oh yeah, I've got that free strider. 2 points in free strider. I need to put more into Asgalist. And then I got 3 points in cleric. There's supposed to be other classes here. I don't know what they are. Maybe they're subclasses or something. I don't know. Your purpose in Tolstad is to investigate an exploded tea shop, locate this establishment, and gain entry. That's right, we want to gain entry. We're not able to because we need the goblin lady. Your hero on request of Lady Sage Leave, the goblin chieftain in Tolstad. Go see her right away. She's the Goblin Garden, southern tip of Tolstad. We already did see her. Coin Lords meet. You do not have permission to enter the tea shop. You need authorization from the Magistrate of Tolstad, Coin Lord Darrow. You know his mansion can be found up the hill on central Tolstad. And the owner of the tea shop is accounted for. Locate the Birdman and find out what he knows. Oh, he's unaccounted for. Okay. And then these are all these other connected threads that we have nothing to really connect to there. Oh yeah, that's right. We fell off of bridge or something, plunged into the river, and then we were awakened in the Lich House. 300 pieces. You encountered a corpse in the Lich House. It seems fresh and ready to revivify, though it costs quite a bit of money to bring him back, almost a month's rent. After your river adventure, your old spellbook is ruined. Find a service provider who can rebind it for you. Okay. All right. So we need to go to, I think the strongest lead that we have is Coin Lord Darrow, because he's going to be found somewhere specifically up the hill in Tolstad. Oh wait, that's right. I think we went there, and if I remember correctly, we wanted to get in to see him, but there's like some sort of like Azamar or something that's like barring entrance to there. Hold on, let's check the map again. Gonna be in the old journal, Rooney. Okay, so Tolstad is down this way from Waterline View, and this is where we are, so maybe we should go down there to Tolstad. Tolstad West, Tolstad East. Oh, wait. That gonna lead us down to Tolstad that way. That led us to Pillar Crossing, which is over here. Because there's like Goblin Garden and everything, right? Oh yeah, I think the house up on the hill is like, you know, so we'd have to go back up that way. Okay, well, let's explore this way really quickly, just to kind of see where this leads us, and just so we understand, just so we have the context. Oh man, being a cleric is great, except when it's not. How's you guys' week going? I actually I'm having a pretty okay week this week, mostly because I have met a little work buddy who's making my life easier. Regular non-giant crab. Engage. You spot a crab on the rock. Strength. Success. One of the greatest Ascani creatures. The Norvikian river crab. It does a little shimmy. Yes, cleric, that is a crab. Let's not pet the crab. I don't want to lose fingers. The crab seems indifferent. Citizen, as you were. I don't want to mess with the crab. Get into his business. Here, let's enter here. What is this place? Oh, that sucks. Broken AC is the worst. At least it is in springtime. Well, I'm hoping that it is, for your sake. The little friend that is making my job easier, by the way, is an AI. And like, I am, trust me, not the kind of person that's just like, hey, let's use AI for everything. But like, in the context of doing business and, you know, work and stuff. Okay, wait, hold on. We got stuff that we got going on here. Glance at the ladder. Constitution, those cogs, they could swallow you whole. What kind of man, no, what kind of human cannot climb a simple ladder for 20 short feet? It would be embarrassing for anyone of any age to fail this. All right, let's just climb it. Hey, we did a 6. That's enough. All right, taking a confident step onto the ladder, you begin your climb. As you close your eyes, and as you do so, in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation, you are afraid. It is very high, yet your body remains calm. But within a moment, you are at the top of the ladder. 5 experience. Hell yeah, this game is charming. Oh, it broke on Saturday night and then you got a cold front? That's lucky. That's lucky right there. Huh? God, you're slow. Can we get moving now? Okay, sure. Yeah, let's go. Let's leave. Behold. A bunch of site safety rules. Then it says, if broken, contact your local union representative. Hell yeah. We love unions. But anyways, yeah, so in the context of doing business, I think AI is fine. I don't want to do any creative work, but if it can just save me from like 1.5 million bullshit emails, sure. Sign me up. Wait, this said it was a letter wedged in between some roof tiles. Okay, can I trifle with it? A resistance note, +1 strength, -2 wisdom. Oh. Examine the resistance note. All right, the handwritten note entitled "Important Notice." Two resistance members of Tolstad. That sounds like a good organization. What are they resisting? Evil, surely. Read the note. Tonight's ting is canceled. Meet up tonight on Water Lane instead. It's time to stop the chant. Signed by R. The Chant? A locally produced newspaper by Osgal authors. The Water Lane. You know what Water Lane is, don't be stupid. Okay, thanks, Dexterity. It's right down below. You know, the underground port, largest port in the city? Closest path is probably through Pillar Crossing. Alright, when's this meeting? This evening, it seems. Thank you, intelligence. Tonight should mean something like between 1900 and midnight or something. So that's like 7 p.m. and midnight. Right, interesting. Very. You should support these youngsters. You ever hear about a resistance, Snell? Yeah, the Norvik Resistance, or whatever. Minor organization. Basically a bunch of human kids causing trouble. I only know them because they wiped away some goblin graffiti a couple months ago. I went and talked to one of their moms. Nice old lady in East Housing. After that, we didn't have any more trouble. They're Ascalists? Nationalists, I think. Bunch of boys. Human boys tend to lean nationalistic for certain reasons. Boys can be non-fascist. It's possible. He shrugs. Sure, anything's possible. You stop looking now. So wait a second, the Asgalists are the fascists? I'm really confused here. I feel like nobody's really giving me the straight dope on politics here. Alright, is there anything else to be done up here? I don't think so. I think we just fully explored this one little niche corner, and that was fun. Politics, but make it Renaissance D&D. Yeah, that certainly seems to be the assignment here. And if that was the assignment, then they've certainly done it. Alright, let's engage with the ladder once more. Long way to fall! This should be easier. Climb the ladder again. You take the first step onto the ladder, and then you are at the bottom of the ladder. 5 more experience, hell yeah. Let's go. Is there anything I can do with this? Let me engage with this door. A wooden door blocks your path. Feel the handle. Oh yeah, locked tight. He shut it. He shut it. All to keep his people at bay. An owner in fear of his labor. You're getting all that from looking at a locked door? That must lead to the back office. Haven't been in here before. I think they closed down a while ago. Heard rumors that some goblins, heard rumors from some goblins that worked here. I think the owner fired them all out of nowhere. Huh. Let's... I have advantage if Snell helps. But if I just have to force this open, it's going to be DC 23. Let's try to pick it. Damn. You fumble with the lock, your tool's slipping. Almost. No, it won't budge. Alright, let me see if I can force it. No. Throw yourself against the door. Again and again? Oh, jeez. But it holds firm. Your shoulder aches. If they close it down, why is it still spinning? Yeah, that's actually concerning now that I think about it. I'll ask around later. Nothing to worry about, though. Okay, maybe later. How are the babies? They're doing good. Yeah, just no pet cam tonight. It was just gonna be a little bit too much to set up before starting streaming after, you know, having been off a week. So yeah, they're doing good though. They're doing good. Marcy is doing mostly okay in terms of her balance and stuff. Like, she's mostly returned to normal. You can still kind of tell, like, she leans a little bit sometimes, but she's doing okay. Winry's also doing okay. No big changes with her, so that's good. Sometimes no news is good news, you know? And then Keely's also doing just fine. He's just growing more and more affectionate by the day as he gets older, and he just desires more scritchies and cuddles and whatever else. Although he has taken to, we give them like a little bit of chicken with dinner. For Winry, it's kind of like a way to kind of like get her to eat at all. But then the others, like, you know, we just give them a little bit because it's not fair to give one to, or give some to one and not the others. They like pick up on that kind of stuff. So, you know, we kind of have to. But like, he will now just kind of like beg when you're standing there. What the hell is this? Like, he will just sit there and like reach his paws up onto your leg and like dig his claws into you ever so slightly, just enough to make you notice him. But it's just like him saying, hey, I want some of that chicken that you got. Yeah, I want some of that right now. And unfortunately, he is not a man of very many words, so he has to make do with what he has, which is, you know, clawing at us and stuff. Gently, I might add, but let me see. This is before. I thought this was supposed to take us down to Pillar Crossing. Oh wait, so we are in Pillar Crossing right now. We're here. This is going to take us back to Tolstad up over there. Okay, so hold on. We got to go back up this way. Aha! I can run. Try to keep up, Goblin Man. Oh wait, what is this? An almost intact and endlessly rising pillar, the centerpiece of Norvik. Engage with it. You look up at the pillar. Esoteric Ebb added. The relic rises upwards, endlessly upwards. Think such an esoteric object would just sit here at the center of the city. Not much else they can do with it. It's just a highly magical rock left over from a time long before. Oh, a time before time. Remaining until the end. A gate to another time. Looks a bit broken. Cracked? While the pillar is indestructible, it was once under heavy siege during the most intense moments of the Gate War. Several pieces of the pillar float around in the air, especially as it reaches upwards into the clouds above the city. What kind of power would be capable of damaging this? Gods! The fundamental forces of reality. Can I make money off this thing? No way. They don't even take admission to see it, since it's such a trivial sight. How many of these pillars exist? 8? Something like that. 1 for each band. But ours is the best one, right? They're all equally useless. It's a sign of Earth's power, so yes, this is the best one. They are seen as a status symbol by many, like a legitimization thing. But the fact is, no one has managed to make use of them in any way, despite their esoteric nature. So, the Pillars of Jor are relegated to being visual landmarks seen from across the coast, through the clouds and mist for miles. So what do I do with it? You can always attempt to focus on it, learn from this ancient relic. Since you're the master of all esoteric things, you could probably crack the secret of the pillar. Learn how it works and master it and gain ultimate power and so on. Okay, get closer. As you do, you feel the air itself tingle. Power. Ooh. It whispers to you unintelligibly. Touch the wondrous pillar. As you place your hand upon the smooth surface, the whisper gets louder. It says something to you, something weird. No, wait. It's a conversation, one you don't take part in. Guess you can try to join in. Okay, let me try talking to it. Damn it. Closing your eyes, you begin to focus. Your mind is placed squarely at this esoteric force. Your mind forms into an arrow, and you fire it forward, but it is repelled. Opening your eyes, your hand is no longer pressed against the cold surface of the pillar. You are instead holding it against your heart, shaking. This is wrong. Yes. Try it again later. Whatever is whispering to you from beyond is more powerful than you imagined. Okay. Maybe I'll come back to that later. Maybe once I got some more stats up. Oh, I missed this one. For you, is at the same level as the want for Hawaiian rolls. It's pretty comparable, yeah. Enter. What is this? Tunnel to the Goblin Garden. Ah, okay, so this is to the Goblin Garden. Then let me see here. Journal. Where are ye? Okay, so I'm in the city below the city. Back up this way, right? Yeah, this way. But I thought, hold on, no. We're not in the city below the city. We're in the Pillar Crossing. We need to go across the bridge still. God dang it. It is so easy to get turned around in this game, or at least it is for me. I guess that's what happens when you got big himbo energy. Alright, what is this? Drunk Sphinx opens at 1800 hours, so at 6 p.m. At the Tolstad, let's go! Oh, it's not nearly so late in the day as I thought it was. Maybe that's because we were just like all up underground and stuff. Such a sneaky staircase. Nice find. Well, it's only sneaky if you only have a top-down view of the world. Central Temple of Earth. Ah. Ah, the Darrow House. Alright, let's see. Hello again. What did you say? I can speak with Darrow? Coin Lord Darrow is available post midnight. His door will be open. Why can't you see me before midnight? She does not respond to your question. Either she does not know or cannot say. Can you grant me access to the tea shop? No. What if I'm too busy to see him after midnight? You are not. How do you know that? She does not respond. What should I do until I can meet with him? Just hang around? Her eyes spin gently around her head. The tea shop owner, she says, as if suddenly coming to life. Locate him. Okay, do that, return at midnight. She knows a lot about this quest of yours. Midnight, got it. Return when it is time. Okay, I gotta find the guy who owns the tea shop, the bird man. Okay, nothing over there. Glad we checked. You know what? Let me ask you. You approach your companion. Let's get on with it. Remind me what we're doing again? Apart from disturbing the peace, he laughs. What do you want to know? Tell me again about this tea shop. Again? He asks. You want me to go over the general stuff again? Yes, please. Okay, sure, okay. He groans. So, tea shop blows up on Tolstad. And Tolstad is this place right here. Sure, yeah. You see pain across the goblin's pointy face. It's a district in the city, like in the center of the city, in the river. Haven't spent much time here before. Big city, you know? Okay, so again, midday the 22nd, reports of a burning local tea shop on Pillar Road. Militia arrives in no time, puts out the flames, keeps them from spreading, etc. Few injuries nearby, no casualties. Turns out the shop was closed at the time of the incident. The city declares it a fireplace failure. The HWBT disputes it, asking for a cleric to check for esoteric circumstances. Said cleric arrives late. That's you, by the way, just to be mind-numbingly clear. You are a cleric. You do cleric things, and cleric stuff. You feel that in your bones. Thank you, Strength. Always the voice of reason. Now, I don't know about you, but he mutters and looks over his shoulder. Tea shops don't explode out of nowhere. Right before the election, too? The goblin scoffs. The whole thing stinks. I'm the cleric. Yup, you're a cleric, he repeats and rubs his nose. Not just a cleric. The cleric. He looks to his right and left. I don't see anyone else in Uthgard colors here. So sure, the cleric. You sure it's not just an accident? Like I told you before, there's several key details pointing to this being a rogue spellcaster. Most importantly, an explosion was heard throughout Tolstad in the night. It woke me up as well. Shook me all the way down in the holes. That is exactly why you're here. A caster with that kind of destructive power would be exceedingly dangerous. To apprehend this criminal would be the right thing to do. You must do so before he is able to hurt more innocent folk. We'll bring this guy down together before the election is over. Why does it stink? Maybe you don't see it. I'd say it's pretty obvious. The city said they performed a proper investigation of the tea shop rubble. I know for a fact that they never let anyone in. The guards posted by the entrance get switched out in 12-hour shifts, and apart from the street cleanup crews, ain't no one been in the actual shop. Isn't it too dangerous to enter? Like, couldn't it just collapse in any second? That was the official line until their investigation was suddenly complete. That ain't if that ain't a fucking stinker, he says and clicks his tongue. It's a dwarven granary originally, sure, but the wooden interior went up in flames. The structure of the building itself won't exactly come crashing down if we step inside. It's bullshit, plain and simple. Alright, what's the militia? Volunteer force. They handle a lot of stuff, helping the community, handling disputes, fires. Such good-natured humans, impressive. They're mostly made up of goblins. Huh. Nobody else would want to do that sort of shit work. If you want to speak with them, you can find their hangout over by the docks. I want to ask some stuff about this so-called election. I don't know what to tell you. It's voting. Democracy. It's kind of a big deal, I guess, so it could be relevant for the tea shop incident. Doesn't sound relevant to the tea shop thing. Politics is always relevant. Hell, depending on the outcome of this little operation of ours, might not even be official anymore. If your bosses lose, that is, then who knows what'll happen. And of course, if they choose to leave peacefully. If. You don't think they would leave power? I think it would be very optimistic to assume. If they did, that would be neat. The first ever peaceful transfer of power in a major coastal state. First ever in history as we know it. Wouldn't that be something? He thinks it's naive. Naive and inspiring. What are you voting for? None of your business. He says it like it's his default response. He has something to hide. We have plus nothing to this and it's a DC 18. Is it worth trying? I say we go for it. What's a hurt in trying, right? 6. Hey, that was a failure. Okay. Okay, listen to this shit. How about you say... The sad, broken man who doesn't deserve to hear your political opinions. He stares at you for a while, his expression morphing from frustration to confusion. He ultimately shakes his head as if to rid himself from your statement. Anyway, shall we get going? No need to be such a hard ass. It's my right as a citizen to shut the fuck up about it. So unlike most of you humans, I'll do just that. Us humans really should shut up more. I'd advocate for any creature tall or short to shut up. The goblin gives you a wry grin. Except me, of course. Other question. Yes? Oh, wait. I said, other question. He says, other question? I say, yes. Okay. Let's go. That's not a question, though, man. Oh, that's just a... Okay, I guess it's kind of like behind that wall, then. Officially, unofficially. Wait, what is this? The Great Perch of Norvik. Very cool. Okay. We gotta find this Birdman. Where do we think he went? Let's check our journal. Actually, let's go into questing, because I know we had an update to the quest. The owner of the tea shop is unaccounted for. Locate this Birdman and find out what he knows. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Journal. Now, if I were this Birdman, where would I hide? Probably way down deep below, right? Let's see. From here, we could go down to the Goblin Garden. We go down to Pillar Crossing, Viskin's Lair. Nothing up there for us. Let's go to Tolstad West. I'm really digging the overall vibe of this game. Wait a second, they have bikes? A bike line, one bike stands out to you. A handful of bicycles are stationed at the local rack. There's a stillness here, an uncommon sight at the heart of the city. This particular bike is yours. Check the chain lock. You lean in closer and take a look. The rusty chain seems brittle, but wrapped so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get off even if you had the key. Good. No one will take your bike. Not even you, apparently. Wait, this is my bike? Gained experience, 5 XP. Sure is. Best way of travel in Norvik, except, of course, on this godforsaken island fortress. Where is the key? Not here. Did you lose it somewhere? Could getting the key be a quest? That does sound like a quest you would get. Find the missing key. Mystery of the bike key. Something like that would be perfect. The key is probably at the bottom of the river along with the rest of your dignity. Hold on, when exactly did I come to Tolstad? On the 21st of March evening. Then you fell. The pain, sudden and striking. The hair on the back of your neck stands on end as you sense the sudden shift. I stumbled over the stone railing. Yes. Was I alone? No. A shove in the dark, swift and deadly. An anti-city hate crime if I ever saw one. God bless you, strength. Wait. I saw the bikes last time and I just like... Man. I'm a very special little fish monster. Alright, cool. So I wasn't alone. Do I recall anything important? You changed the bike. You stood up, then pain. This is where I fell into the river. The goblin glances over the broken fence. Interesting. You must have had a lot to drink if you took a stumble like that. Someone must have attacked me. Maybe. He gives you a curious expression. The expression says, "How the hell are you alive?" Considering everything, we better play it cool. Real cool. It's fine. You got my back, right? He chuckles. Of course, cleric. He needs you alive. He glances down to the river once more. You see anything strange about this bike, Snell? No, it's a bicycle. He is impressed. You want to know a secret? Not particularly. This is my bike. Yeah, that seems to add up. You like bicycles? Not particularly. I love this bike. Uh-huh. If I remember where the key is, can I bring the bike with me? He takes a breath. First of all, don't ask me. You're an adult. Do what you want. Secondly, how the fuck are you gonna take a bike around Tolstad? You gonna carry it? Up and down the stairs? This bike rack is set here so that people can leave bikes before heading down the stairs to the water lane. I can do that. Oh, you could, yeah? If you find a pocket bike, that's another thing. The goblin sighs. But leave this one be, cleric. We got work to do. Bye, bike. I'll have to return to my bike later. Bike, my beloved. I will not leave you. Oh. Oh, okay. So this is just into the city. So this is like really the full sweep of the map that we've got here now. Check out what's in this door. Sleeping for service. Come back after midnight-ish. Alright. Everybody wants me to do stuff on the later. And I just want to do it on the now. Ooh. Oh, this is another way into here. Oh, what the frick? Climb down again. Get experience again? No. Not fair. I should get experience every time I climb the ladder. That ladder's scary. You don't know. Fall off. Get attacked by a Republican while you're climbing that ladder. Then what would you do? Oh, what's this? Statue of Earth. Who left this here? No idea. It wasn't me. Not my statue, not my problem. That's what I always say. These pipes connect with the vast sewer system of Tolstad. Let's check this place out. What is this place? The sign says we are closed for the day. AR staff. Oh, you punks. Everyone's closed today. Let's check this place out. Closed, barred shut. Beware the fangs and the rest too. Alright, I'll leave you alone, Griffin. Neither of these people want to talk to me. Nothing to be done over here. Gotta find this bird dude. Like for real. Keep groaning, the bell of the water lane. Read in mead. Note the door says opens at sundown. Place. Nothing. Nothing to nobody. Let's try going down this place again. Alright. Radius. Strength behold. Natural 1! Butterscotch. Engage this person. The girl looks across the chasm. She's pretending to not look at you. A noble woman? That's a pretty expensive dress. What's she doing down here? Clear your throat loudly. She turns, she slowly turns her head towards you. What? Why are you looking at me? I wasn't. How rude. Cool. Very rude. Sure, now go away. What do you know about the tea shop, mysterious woman? She rolls her eyes. It exploded. Everyone keeps saying that. Duh. I get a feeling you don't want to talk about it. Don't have anything to say. What are you voting in the general election? Don't care for it. The election? I don't... It doesn't matter. And I wouldn't tell you if it did. The apolitical thing. The libertarian answer. Hold on. Asgalists. These should be the... Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't care. You are no longer a free strider. Instead, you're now an Asgalist. Gains 100 experience for changing your political stance. She's a hard nut to crack, this one. I want to ask you some personal questions, but I have a feeling you won't respond in any meaningful way. Smart. Can you go now? That's all for now. Thank you, citizen. Oh, man. They sure did make me silly. Oh, hey, we leveled up, yo. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so level 2 reached. Ability score +1. Do I just decide which ability score I want to put this into? Maybe I could put 1 into wisdom. 1. Okay. I got more first level, and oh, I got a second level spell slot. Cool. Okay, cool. Neato Dito. I just got to learn more spells. Let's see. Examine. Dormitory out of commission. You guys don't want to talk. Maybe we just got to knock on some doors around here. Ruffle some feathers. Do a little bit of canvassing. Rough carving on the door says R and A. Let's go in here. Oh, this is just some random apartment. Well, I mean, you say that, but it was the only one I could click on. The marking on the door says, Simi, son of Strokeback. Enter, engage. You approach the green door, knock. You knock twice in a polite fashion. A long time passes. No one? No one. Guess I'll have to try some other day. Guess I'll come back tomorrow. Leave. All right, who wants to open up for the cleric? Let's see this one. The slit mailbox says Snell. WBT. Oh. I guess this is Snell's place. Welcome to my iPad. Go ahead, root around as much as you want. Really? No, don't touch anything. He sighs. I'm not sure how this is in any way useful for the job. But let me know when you're done looking around. Looking, nothing else. You live here alone? Yep. Doesn't get lonely? I don't spend much time here. Cool place. Thanks. How long have you lived here? He glances at the ceiling. I don't know, 3 years? 4? God, it's been that long? What does it cost? 100 a month? Real cheap, but I get a special deal because of the HWBT gig. That's real good for such a fancy apartment. The old lady takes care of her own, eh? You like living here? It's central, right next to the garden. That's all I really care about, although the ventilation system is pretty sweet during those colder months. That's good information, thank you. He mouths and gives you a side glance. What about you? Where do you live, cleric? Lie, right? I could tell them the truth. I live on North Wall in a nice city-sponsored apartment. Avoid the full truth. I live with my mom. Oh, we're copping to that. We're copping to that right now. You do? Yes? Huh. Well, I guess that's not too uncommon. Among humans. Oh, I have suffered psychic damage. He does not mean to harm, yet it hurts. Well, anyway, he tries not to linger on the subject since he sees your pain. She's not home alive, so I have most of myself. I used to live out on the towers. They kicked me out. Now, let's talk about something else, please. It's a nice apartment. Yeah, I'm not here a lot. The goblin laughs. I'd argue it's much better than usual. One time, I was on a date, brought her back here. A girl. Terrible idea. The date was already going poorly. Imagine her expression when she steps in here. There's a pile of reports all over the floor, a blocked drain in the kitchen sink, and 15 confiscated bowls of pixie dust piled in the corner. Let me tell you, it took her 10 seconds to come up with an excuse. This is one of his favorites. He tells this one to everyone. Thank you, Charisma. As his laughter fades, he looks around the place and tells you, anyway, looks better these days. Figured if I'm such a neat goblin like everyone says, I might as well keep my apartment clean too. A girl? Yeah. Back when I was still looking for that sort of thing. You know, getting tied down and so on. In the metaphorical sense. What about you? The question cuts tiny little holes inside your cuts tiny little holes in your inside skull. What does that mean? Constitution, you're gonna have to explain that one a little bit better, buddy. Listen, he keeps pixie dust in the corner of the kitchen because that's where he had room to put the evidence before he, had to turn it over somewhere else. That's why. Nothing suspicious ever. Clerics are popular, right? Avoid, abort, alert! He is not allowed to ask you personal things like that. Okay, let's tactfully change the subject. This is a low bar to clear. We did not clear it. We have failed most of the skill checks that we've had so far, and we're having a great time. Just change it now. But what? Won't that be weird? Weird? The nerves are withering. Oh no. You're shivering in front of him just from him asking a simple question. It's already weird. Now speak. We're definitely going with the last option. Start screaming, then speak. Ah! The Anurin are interesting creatures. Have you ever met an Anurin? Lovely frog folk. Snell stares at you for approximately 6 seconds. Then he opens his mouth and says, I understand. I'll allow you to move on. Phew! Sorry? Don't say that out loud! What is wrong with you? Never mind. Do you have something else to say about your life? Me, not really. For the last few years, I've just been focused on the halfways, and whatever the old lady needs of me. Don't mean to sound ungrateful, though. I do love it. It's real rewarding. What kind of reward? Like treasure? Treasure of the soul? Sounds esoteric. The goblin takes a breath. I tell you to look at it from a goblin perspective, but let me put it like this. Lady Sageleaf gave me options in a world of railroad tracks. I get to help my people and get real fucking good at it. So for now, I'm gonna keep doing it. Better than getting bored. That's for sure. This definitely is not the type of job that ever leaves you bored. He grins. Anyhow, anything else you want to chat about, or can we get going? Cool. Thanks for the talk. All right, yeah. I'm not gonna poke around his business too much. All right, let's see. Outside eventually. Let's try it out. Aha! This place, which leads back to the Goblin Garden, I think. Okay, let me check out the map from here. Goblin Garden, go to the lower layer, Pillar Crossing, Tolstad. If we go across here, that will take us to the lower layer, which is, I don't even know where. Let's check that place out. Sounds neat. Maybe we have to go up this way and then across. All right, the lower layer. Far into the city below. Oh, this is the place where my body was. Hold on. Okay. Let's go deeper into the hole. City below. The city below the city. The dark, dark little gooby place. Okay, it's taking a step forward. You touch a thin cord. Oh, crap. Something soft latches itself around your ankle. A contraption is now in motion. There is no time. It is a... Huh? Oh, boy. We have a -1 to this. We're probably failing. Let's hope that we don't die. Maybe this will be like the one check that we actually pass. Holy shit. We did it. You throw your body back, slithering out of the rope before it tightens. The instant you do, you watch the rope snap and twirl around the edge of the staircase, disappearing into the darkness below. Whoa. That was close. Too close, Snell says. I didn't see it either. Nasty trap. Your companion looks disturbed. Keep going. Hello, rat. Behold, a rat. It's not really running from you. Trifle with it. White rat. Neat. Let me see. A white rat. It acts shyly but approaches you nonetheless. It looks like it doesn't really want to get grabbed by you, but it also doesn't fight it. Instead, it just follows along. Sort of not very happy with the situation, but what can you do? Okay. Oh, shoot. I can maybe consume this, get some HP back. Hell yes. Some more? Yes. Now we're only missing one. That's very good. Instance can be burned. Maybe use recover first level spell slots. Cool. Piece of paper stuck in between the roof tiles gives us strength and lower wisdom. Okay, we got money. We have this treat, which also restores hit points. We have our tattered cloak, our ruined prayer book, and our vote card. Okay. This. A door. How interesting. You don't say. What is this? A shard. Trifle with that. A shard of Jor. Ooh. Ooh. What is a shard of Jor all about? A bright rock, it fits in your hand nicely. These can be found all over Norvik, and some speculate they are shards of Jor's pillar. To untrained hands, they have no inherent value, but you might use these to alter fate itself. Spend in dialogues to unlock dice checks. Oh, cool. Alright, we should keep our eyes out for more shards of Jor. City, we have this thing that leads down into who knows what. Wall here. It's a door. Very nice. Detect something unusual about this section of wall. Specifically, the ornate skull. This is a doorway. What's up? Point at the wall. He squints at it. Oh yeah, that's just the passage to the crypt. You know about all secret... You know about all the secret doors here? Just this one. It's right by the roots. It changes every other month or so. We don't keep watch. Oh, it changes every other month or so if we don't keep watch. Gotta make sure it stays closed. Ever since you clerics stopped doing delves periodically, the undead issue has gotten a bit messy. Yeah, we really have fucked up with that policy of non-delving. I get the reason behind it. Gotta focus on the upstairs. But it's risky to leave defending the underbelly to third parties, I'd say. Even if we're doing a fucking great job, all these things considered. Anyway, if you want to check inside, you could probably hit that tile there. Run your hand along the surface. Your gloved fingers trace the stone. Smooth, cold, ordinary. A tile, distinct from the others. Press the tile. You push. A soft click. The wall shudders, then slides open. Ta-da! We have opened a secret door. We gained experience. It is now revealing a dark passage beyond. Cold air rushes out. Sweet! I'll keep my sling ready. Maybe we don't go in there just yet. Where does this lead? Yo, where the hell? The roots. The city below the city. Beware monsters. Who are you? Moongore, HWBT Guardian. Strength behold. We got a 12. A brute, a beast, and a warrior. She could break you easily. Loyalty is a fickle thing. Hers lives with the halfways, for sake of coin and shelter. But also something else, something more ethereal. Alright, keep your secrets. Hello. A hairy beast towering over you, its face contorted into a stern and probably permanent frown. Watch yourself. This is Halfway's territory. This is a bugbear. They are most common in the West, living in the rough lands between Fort Nip and the VK. This woman does not hold power over you. Do not let her stand in your way. Woman? Oh boy. Yes, this is clearly a female, a real one, capable of terror beyond your sight and sound. She notices Snell with you and gives him a nod. Runner? Hey, Moongore, things going well? They are, Goblin. I'm sorry, they are going. She nods in your direction. This is your cleric? Seems so, yeah. I thought he'd be taller, she says with a scoff. Hello, woman, she snorts at you. Snell looks at you like you're crazy. I don't like your tone, man thing. Clear your throat. You doing good down here? Doing good? What are you babbling about? I'm not sure. She glares at you. What are we talking about? The bugbear places a hand on her weapon. Do not cause trouble. Morningstar, beware. Wait, which one is the ball on a chain and which one is the ball on a stick? A club. Keeping it simple. Great. She will not use it. Have you seen a man in yellow pass by here? She grunts. Is that a yes? I did. Are you looking for this man? Grunt conspicuously. The bugbear shows you a deep frown and says, if you see him, stick a knife through his heart for me. Wait, why? I saw him approaching from the pillared chamber. Told him to stop, step away from the halfway turf. But that bastard, he cast a spell on me. That handsome, huh? What? No. Think I'm ugly? I cannot see your face, human. Well, I would assume so, yes. I saw him approaching. He wore an ugly yellow robe. Then he said a few words and I suddenly happily allowed him to pass. A charm of some kind. I was helpless like a kitten. Gods, I hate kittens. You can fix her. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Okay, strength is definitely the attribute that is in line with my appreciation of muscle mommies. Let me see. What else can you tell me about him? He had slightly darker skin, unlike most pale humans in Norvik. He carried a backpack and several things, tools. That's not very specific. You want wordy? Go ask a poet. You hate kittens? Yes. Any child beast, really. They are too weak to survive on their own. That is a disgusting feature of adolescence. You can fix her. Jesus, strength, calm down. Calm down a little bit. Just calm down. Let me see. I'll avenge your honor. No, let's not go. I mean, no, we've been embarrassing ourselves pretty consistently up to this point. We are going to just lean into that a little bit. Okay. You must find this man and punish him. That way you can earn her respect. Do what you want. I do not care. Which direction did he go? Through the south caves. She points towards the damp tunnel down the slope. I warned him about the monsters as he walked away. Because of that darned spell. I would have hoped for him to be dinner for some hook horror or dark mantle, but the bastard turned invisible as he entered the tunnel. I hate wizards. Oh, I could say I'm a wizard, by the way. Hey, I'm not trying to white knight everything, okay? I'm just leaning into, like, being, goofy as hell. Same, can't stand those nerds. I'm a wizard, by the way. Oh, that goes against what I've been saying so far about being the cleric. My character's thoughts? Well, no, these are all possible thoughts. We're only, like, yeah, okay, that's not a thought so much as a feeling. That's coming from the strength. The strength doesn't think. The strength just knows. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see. Damn, can't stand those nerds. The bug bart lets out a grunt, clearly signaling she's done with this part of the conversation. Alright, let's see. Can I have that spell scroll you've got? No, of course not. I got this as a gift. I can't just give it away. Please? No. Okay. 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 Let's see. I have some questions about the day of the tea shop explosion. I felt a slight rumble in the earth. I was down here, guarding the roots. So nothing too out of the ordinary? Nothing I have to tell you, human. Jeez. Slightly working for the HWBT. They are good. Lady Sageleaf is a great leader. Her power is overwhelming. I agree, that little goblin woman's enough to break a dozen men, or more. She looks away for a moment. I've been given a life here, a purpose. While I do not enjoy living among your kind, the goblins are a fine people. Thanks. Not you in particular, Weasel. Weasel? I don't think I deserve to be called that. Do you do anything else down here? A hobby? A hobby? No. I do tend to some gardening duty as well. Keeping the dampness to an appropriate level, and communing with Lord Pooh when the Dark Elf requires it. You gotta fight a lot of monsters down here? Yes. They often break into the upper city, below. It is mostly minor monsters, sometimes a large one. At times undead. Fought a ghoul last month. Easy to kill, not too interesting. It is my great pleasure to best a dangerous foe. Her smile is horrific and bright. I've got some other questions. Of course you do. You look like a great warrior and a woman attempt to flirt. I'm not gonna flirt with her just yet. Let's not burn bridges before we get a chance to cross them, you know? Was it just me, or was there a little dude up there that just disappeared? Oh yeah. There's dudes disappearing alright. Just at the edge of my vision. Sneaky little dudes. Oh, what's this? The central part of the great branching tree of Tolstad. The bracken tree of Tolstad. Oh, okay. Let's engage with it. Among the tangled mess of vines and mossy rocks, you see the thick roots of a bracken tree. They crack open the walls and ceiling of this half-dwarven, half-anticipalian chamber. The natural retaking the artificial. It is beautiful. They are soft on the surface, a layer of moss. Touch the roots. Oh, okay. It's just the same thing. Hello? The tree does not respond. Alas, I don't think it's got a mouth or a brain. I guess you could talk to it with some magic. Then again, I'm no expert. Look beyond the roots. They are thick and create a vast, tight forest. There might be something there, hidden beyond the wall of roots. but you are not sure. So this is the bottom of the big tree, more or less. The roots go deeper, much, much deeper. Nod your head and stop speaking to the tree. Oh, what's this? Mushrooms! Maybe I can rifle with some of these, get some shrooms. Hell yeah. That's hit points, baby. Oh, these look like people who are all hit by some sort of a petrifying spell. Sucks. South caves, beware of monsters. Okay. Let's see, what is this? A Divine Era mural. Tall stone mural stands before you. 3 serpentine figures carved and painted into the surface, each coiled and intertwined with the others. You step closer. The colors are faint, but still there. Greens, reds, yellows. Examine the serpents. 3 distinct figures. The top serpent has sharp teeth, predatory. The middle one appears more serpentine, elegant. The bottom one has unusual markings. Really only see 2 here in this illustration, but what's the meaning behind the mural? Basic religious art, nothing interesting. This was a sacred image. Farther down this path there should be an actual temple. Find it, learn more about these noble creatures. What do you make of this wonderful artwork? The freaky serpent picture? He shrugs. There's a ton of these all over the place. You've either got snail memorabilia or these lion-styled pieces. Nothing else? I say 90%. From what I learned in school, it was snails first, then lions, then trolls, then humans. He smirks. Then goblins, of course. Don't you dare stage a coup. You can't stop me. The goblin laughs. Do what you do. Then let's keep moving. The southern tunnels are always filled with scary shit. Touch the carvings. The stone is smooth, cool. Alright, let's leave the mural alone. Beware the crunch. Please don't step on the literal human skulls. Oh, jeez. Cave paintings? Strange markings cover the cave walls, painted in faded pigments. Red and white against the dark stone. Examine the paintings. You step closer to inspect them. The style is unsettling. Crude stick figures with circular heads. Arms spread wide. Alright, let's see if our intelligence can... Like, we'd have to get a 19 or a 20 on this. Let's see if we can brain this good enough. Hell no. These are old. But that's just a guess. Dating cave paintings is difficult without proper study. Let's count the figures. You scan across the walls. 3 distinct figures, each a unique design. These look human. They do. 2 arms, 2 legs, round head. But the style is too simple to determine species. Snell, your people ever make art like this? Goblins, he laughs. We weren't even on this continent when these were made. My guess would be pre-fade, maybe? Fascinating, but I should move on. As too shall we. Oh wow, these caves really go back here. Hey, what's this? Behold, there's something other than regular corpse dust in this one. Let's trifle with it. Bone dust. What does bone dust do for us? Dust from a bone grinder. Very fine and faintly sparkly. Made out of unicorn horn or whalebone or something. Can be used to recover second level spell slots. Neat! Second level spell slots recovered now. Hell yeah. What is this? Is that a hat? Strange. Ah, a fancy yellow hat. A yellow hat. You grab the smooth fabric. It feels expensive. Your companion looks around, a bead of sweat rolling down his brow. Our Frank must have gone through here. Keep an eye open. It is yours now. Pocket the hat. Ooh, I wonder if I can put it on. Inventory. Yellow hat. +1 dexterity, -1 strength. Ew, no, gross. Keep it away. I must have strength. Headless corpse looks like some type of rogue. Trifle. Esoteric lockpick. Ooh. What does that do? A throbbing, twitching, electrifying little tool. It yearns for the lock. If you stick it in, it will do the work for you. Makes easy work of any lockpicking job. Hell yes. The dungeon continues far into the west part of Tolstad. Okay. A sinking feeling appears. To your right. Your gut. It sees death. The goblin jolts to the side. Cleric, there's... Huh? Oh, holy snap. Exclamation mark. Oh, no. Dexterity check. Roll for initiative. We got an 11. -1 to 10. Alright, one of the stalagmites has spawned a particularly nasty looking maw. How did I not notice that thing? It was hidden perfectly. A monster? Punch it! That is how you get control of your muscles again. Sorry, once you get control of your muscles again, that is. Is there really nothing I can do here? Pray. Huh? Be surprised. What? An ambush! The goblin attempts to spring into action, but he's just too late. Okay. Flung around the shadows of the cavern comes a long tendril. Oh, it's a roper. Fun. It flies towards you like a ballista, firing a long, fleshy snake. In an instant, it's wrapped around your everything. Oh, jeez. I'm getting throttled around here a bit. It tightens its grip and flails you around. Oh, -2 HP. Very cool. Your ankle is crushed. You breathe through the pain, scream and wriggle. But then the tentacle pulls back, dragging you, flinging you against the rock, and rock. Grab something. Don't let it. The roper has you. Its tendril fastens like a locked jaw around your entire leg as it attempts to pull you towards its maw, dragging you in like a fisherman with a thick catch on his hook. Your prey, but you will break its stomach once consumed. No, 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 no. You're not going anywhere near that maw. Slither. Slither like your life depends on it, because it does. There's still a chance. Find an opportunity. You're feeling sick. Break free. Let's see. I didn't steal a hat. I found a hat. Okay. I'm a little bit late on that one, but hey, I found a hat. I did not steal a hat. Stealing implies there's still an owner. Okay, let's see. We could try the strength. That would be, we'd have to roll like what, a 14 or higher to get that one, whereas this we only have to roll a 12. Let's try with the dexterity. 18. Hell yes. You spasm. You spasm harder. Each loosens the grip of the beast. Following the violent flinging, you kick and flail and rotate and dance like a beautiful dance imitating a fish on land. Great simile. Shut up. With a final violent limb toss, the tentacle actually loosens quite a bit. That should make it easier. Shit, shit. Your companion rushes into action, taking out his sling. Try to grab something. Grab what? The ground, I don't know. He takes a swing and fires off a bullet in its direction, striking right at the center of mass. But the bullet just bounces off, and it lets out a horrendous hiss. Balls! The tendril pulls you closer, but it clearly finds you difficult with all this struggling, so it slams you into the ground. Minus 10 HP. Oh, crap. Bones broken, but still attached. It grips even harder. This is it. Okay, DC 4, we can do this. We can beat this in a walk. Hell yes. With a deep animalistic groan, you push yourself to the limit. Your body in a fight against this rubbery appendix of despair. No more. Break loose for real. You get a hold of it as it slithers around your leg and you rip it to shreds. The beast shrieks as its tentacle is left broken by your incredible display of power. You are free. One last breath. Come on, Snell, he whispers to himself and lines up a shot. Just like target practice. With a snap, he launches the bullet. It hits the beast right in the eye. Yes! Take that, you piece of shit! It roars and is bleeding from its central eye, but it's still standing, now just angered. Just try one more shot, keep it distracted! The beast lunges forward way farther than you expected. Its maw brushes up against you and bites down. 12 HP of damage. We're making death saving throws, homies. We made them. Sick. It goes right through your chainmail. A deep wound, gushing blood. Cleric! Shit! I'm okay! Cough up blood. This is the end. This beast will be felled. Yeah, let's punch the shit out of this roper. Okay, we've got disadvantage. Or no. We got +1 to the DC because I'm exhausted. Oh shit, the DC's 21. We got like a 15% chance of making it here. Okie doke. Let's try it. Jesus, nope. You swing and you hit right on the roper's rock hard hide. You hear a crack coming from your fist. Oh great, death saving throws again. Success. We're okay, we're okay. Like punching a boulder. A monstrous boulder. You're holding your breath. Snell gives you a nod as he twirls one last bullet with his sling. With a loud snap, he fires it. The echo dances around the cavern, ringing in your ears along with the horrific screeching of the roper as the bullet hits straight in the large, unblinking eye. Gotcha! It shrieks and pulls back. The terrible noise disappears into the abyss. Tentacles writhing, the roper blindly flees. In its panic, it runs right over the edge. Begin breathing again. You fill your lungs with air. Your knees are weak. The goblin leans on his knees and groans. That was tight. But, well done. Thank you for saving me. Leave, thankfully. Alright, cool. Hey, we beat a monster. That's fun. We need to do some stuff though. Let's eat this thing that we got out of the trash. Definitely got it out of the trash last time. Consume. Good. I've also got this mushroom that I can consume for a little bit more hit points. That's good. Why do I have like this -2 up here? What is this? Oh, that's the number of times I've been downed, huh? Is this actually showing up on my inventory or my routes to the South Caverns? A grand engraving of the divine era. Among the fallen and the broken of an ancient world lies among them a single structure, a monument to a forgotten power. At the top, A cracked lion's head glares at you. A one-eyed lion with a single dark and empty socket. A shrine like any other. You feel at home on your knees here. Shrine to what god? One lost to time. Work? You may prepare spells here, yes. There is a connection to divinity. You seen anything like this, Snell? Sure. Looks like a normal cat thing. There's a ton of them all over the city, if you know where to look. Are you some kind of cat expert? No. He speaks truth. Hard to tell exactly what's going on here due to the rubble and the dust. But you can try investigating it more closely. But remember, the White Mains are famous for their traps. So be careful. Okay, take a step closer. You look over at the front of the shrine, seeing traces and markings on the surface. What's that light from the ceiling? It is an illusion. Do not mind it. It is absolutely not the sun. Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh, those are levels of exhaustion. Interesting. Trace your fingers over the markings at the front. There's something here inside the shrine, but you can't figure out how to possibly get it open. This thick of a stone block would not be easy to destroy, even if you have a perfect tool for the job. No, there is some other way. But what? Let me prepare my spells. Okay, so... Oh, we've got Cure Wounds. We should definitely prep that one. Shield of Faith is pretty good. And then Prayer of Healing. What does this one do again? Okay, but the casting time is 10 minutes. That's why. That one's the second level. Given it's very big healing for a lot of creatures. Shield of Faith. Let's go ahead and prepare that one. Sure. Why not? We can prepare them all. Wait, does that unprepare them? No. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and take a short rest. Nice. Lowered exhaustion by 1 level. That's good. Oh, we're leaving? All right. All right, I'm gonna have to come back to this thing, I think. Go this way. Who put these barrels here? Potion of healing amongst these empty bottles. Hey, let's get that potion of healing. Cool. Apples. Taking one of those. There are 8 of those. Hell to the yeah. Apple grown on toast. The colors ripple across the surface. Consuming it will save your soul. Okay. I mean, I can get a couple HP back. Let's consume a couple of these apples. Okay, that's the apples. What else did we just pick up? Oh, the healing potion. Standard potion of healing. The label says Hexbrew Incorporation 6PW 2d4 plus 2 HP. Right, that's if I'm in trouble. So much food. Grill and some crates? At the end of the sewer path, you encounter a stove. Around it sit some crates and what looks like a ragged bedroll. This is a camp. Who camps in the sewers? The goblin looks around the dark, damp tunnel. I don't like this one bit. Is it normal to camp in a place like this? No, cleric. Norvik sewers are notoriously dangerous. No sane person would rest here, or survive. What are these crates? Leaning in, you see symbols hatched into the corners of the wood. HWBT. Huh? The goblin inspects them as well. We've had shipments going missing on the water lane in periods. Now I know where they end up. He taps the crate. Spices. He taps another one. Potatoes. Yes, it's food crates. Food. Just food. Over time, it's been a lot. Yes, these crates hold food. Why food? Where would they get these crates from? Why food in the sewers? A foolish question. Obviously, the rats are eating it. Due to the esoteric nature of the city below, this sewer lane must have transformed them into ruthlessly intelligent criminals. Criminals hell-bent on taking over this crumbling city of yours. I've been trying to nail this thief for a while. Figured it was some organized thing. And considering the size of this hall, it's gotta be. You ever thought to check the sewers? Of course not. It's not even connected to the water lane, except for the water flow, and that's... He stops and squints at the water. Those motherfuckers. You see what they're doing? I have a feeling you're going to tell me. They've been dumping the crates into the water flow, then catching them down here. Probably with a net or something. The goblin glances around the tunnel. Diabolical. I'd be impressed if it wasn't my job to keep track of this shit. A hunter. Why food? You know, I've been asking myself that very question, and I could never quite figure it out. But look, the goblin shoves the loose lid of a crate, revealing an empty inside. Maybe there's a colony of sewer folk eating that stuff. That's a lot of calories. We lost maybe 1 or 2 of these crates every other month. Not enough for a dozen people, but a handful, sure. Comes creeping. Wait, a hunter comes creeping. A hunter comes creeping. Oh, look. It's right there at the edge of the screen. Honestly, this whole thing is just creeping me out. You're telling me. You've heard this phrase before. Don't comment on it. Maybe we should just leave. I'm not going to stop you. Who likes being in the sewers? I don't. Me neither. Anyway, right behind. We're just like not listening to our gut here at all. This is making me hungry. Really? You? But why do you act surprised? I am a human who eats food. That is normal. I am normal, Snell. Look normal. You do not. No, it's just... I haven't seen you eat anything but apples, I think. I ate some mushrooms off the walls, too. Right. Not a pretty sight. But look, I just assumed you weren't the type to get hungry. Of course I do. I'm normal. Yep. Totally normal. The most normal. Top normie. Your very flesh. Your companion gasps for air as he glances back. You watch as his entire being suddenly leaves his corporeal body. For an instant, he is not a goblin, he is a ghost. Great hungers. Oh, we failed our dex check. What's wrong, Snell? You look pale. The goblin is already on the move, his sling loaded, spinning, aiming. To see Hunt come to Kraid? How good. What is that? You watch the hulking mass of flesh and wet scales rising from the shadows of the sewer. It towers over you, gaping its maw widened into what could be construed as a mocking smirk. Dexterity check, roll for initiative. 16! Hell yes, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. Let's see what everybody else gets. Haha, I am at the top of the initiative. Earth bless your soul. This is your dragon. You must stand tall as it consumes you. You are food. There's not much time, but if there's any chance to de-escalate, do it now. Stop and come to bargain! It stares at you with cold, blank eyes, yet it does not strike. Soulless, predatory. The goblin hesitates. Inches away, the croc creature makes a deep growling sound. It sounds annoyed. No hunt? No struggle? Ugh. A frustrated shriek. Fight! Struggle like rabbit! He gives you a shove with his claws. The goblin sends a quick glance between the two of you. He's unsure if he should strike again or see if there's some strange piece to be found here. No, I don't want to.
Gah. Trade is poured. You are a cleric, no.
The goblin takes a deep breath. Then he hisses at you under his breath. Do not push your luck. Yes. You know me?
Do not be trouble. And Kraid will not be trouble.
The beast lumbers over to the encampment. You look on, taking heavy breaths. Snell leans on his knees. He appears to be shaking. Adrenaline running out. Weak knees, dizzy skull. Kraid sits down on a crate in front of the little stovetop.
Hunt is done for daytime. Now is rest and cooking.
What in the world have you stumbled into here? Gulp and approaches camp. The hulking beast looks at you with a deep hunger. Your gut biome quivers.
Kraid greets human.
Have you seen a man in yellow going past here?
Kraid has seen this, yes.
Oh, you have?
Yes. Kraid saw human in yellow go past. Kraid meant to eat such fancy human. But this human was fast and turned invisible before Kraid could approach.
Huh?
Kraid did hear fancy yellow human speak to self while walking past. Humans said, "Where is this damn sacred passage again?"
Secret passage where?
Kraid does not know.
Are you lying to me?
Kraid does not need to lie.
So he went into the dungeon.
Fancy human came from the southern caves, going into dungeon, yes.
Alright, thanks for the info. The monster smirks. Or it makes no expression at all, because it always smirks. Those rats really seem to like you.
Yes. Rat is little thing which I remember from home. Big rat, those were great friends.
You had big rats where you're from? He lets out a happy growl.
Big mushy swamp rat, the gayest of little rodent. I hunt as little, then as big. I follow, I learn. Big rat is great hunter. Little rat has much to learn, but they will. They will.
That's great. He turns to you and whispers, "Let's not get too friendly with the rat-loving killer croc, all right?" I found this rat. Show him the little white rat. The monster stares at you as you hold up the white rat in an uncomfortable grip.
Kraid sees that. There are 5 of them. They make a lot of noise when they come around.
Put the rat back in your pouch. I guess I'll have to find all 5 rats then. But why? It's a quest. Who gave you this quest? I'm not sure. Then you should probably reconsider before you head on a rat hunting mission, since nobody has promised you any pay for it. So yeah, think about that. Raid keeps on grilling. Let's see. Snell, what should we do about the crate situation? Honestly, he whispers to you, it's not a good idea to start shit here. The whole stolen shipments thing is an issue, yes. But the halfways do not have the resources to deal with this solid unit of a beast right now. What if I ask him to stop? The goblin gives you a surprisingly neutral expression. Politely? What, you don't think I could do it? The goblin shrugs. I'm not sure I want to find out, but I don't think you're going to give me a choice. Go ahead, play a high-risk alligator picker. Why not? That's only a DC 9. That's only a DC 9. We're a little exhausted. We can do that, though. Come on, Charisma, don't fail me. Oh, shit. Guys, Charisma failed me. Charisma failed me hard. Guys, Charisma failed me so big. So bigly. You stare at the beast, not coming up with a single good argument. Why shouldn't he steal from the goblins? They kind of deserve it, don't they? I don't think they do. Oh no. You know of a way to convince this beast. What? Tell him to go full carnivore. No, really, what is it? Carnivore. He's eating potatoes and a bunch of useless carbs. The beast should eat like a beast. Just meat. And in much greater quantities. But where will he get these meats from? That's right. Kraid! He growls and looks at you. Stop taking achy potatoes and vegetables from the people of Norvik. Instead, his growl deepens. Point at yourself. Eat me! The fuck are you saying?
You wish to be eaten by Kraid.
Yes, please. The crocodile stares at you, unmoving, for an awkward amount of time. You shake. The end is near. Come on, do it! Then he simply says,
No.
Oh, why not?
Kraid is not allowed. Cleric is off limit. Kraid will help, not hurt. That is rule. Rule of current hunt. Of mission. Biskin will not allow.
Oh, Biskin.
Yes, you have friend in Pale Man. But Kraid will say no more.
Interesting. Your guardian angel, huh? You're starting to see more and more how this Viskin holds power that you should not mess with. So, you're a chef, eh?
Yes. Cleric is hungry. Kraid offer. Slog dog.
The beast holds out one of the strange sausage-shaped meat pieces. Slog dog? Slog dog. Slog dog. Stare at the meat. Slog dog.
It is slog dog. Yes.
Want a slog dog, Snell? I'm good. He's never been gooder. Mystery meat could contain anything. Beware. What's in it?
Meat.
Yeah, I could tell. The beast holds out in front of you. Inspect the meat first. You spend a few seconds looking it over, but you cannot tell exactly what it's made of. You have no idea. At least it does not appear to be meat made from any folk. Let's eat the food. DC 15, Constitution. Constitution, don't fail me now. We just got to roll a 13 or higher. You hear me, Constitution? Do not make me look weird in front of our new alligator friend. You son of a bastard. You wrap your gloved hand around the sausage with a firm grip. The smell hits you first, a foul stench. It turns your stomach. Take a bite. You don't chew, you only swallow. Take another bite. Before you do, your body begins to shake. It is coming back up. Stop eating the slog dog.
Kraid see. Cleric does not stomach.
He lets out a deep laugh. Not sure what you expected. Maybe later. He growls and eats the sausage himself.
More slog dog for Kraid.
Okay, what do you do down here?
Many things. Kraid dive and stalk. There is wild land below, far, deep, dark.
Find anything good down there?
Yes. Kraid takes many trophy, from big chicken to little drake, and those of many, many teeth and high. Most are not tasty, some very.
He glances at your companion.
You.
The goblin does a comically loud gulp. Yeah. He tries to play it off. Nice.
Little green men, you are not tasty, not even fun to hunt. But you look spicy.
He holds up a hand in a stern face. I can assure you I am not. The croc lets out an amused growl. But not above here, right? You stay out of the city?
Yes. Kraid hunts in the wilds. Urban sprawl is too easy. When Kraid has a mission, the hunt begins.
Mission? The croc smirks.
Kraid, say nothing.
The goblin leans towards you and whispers, don't. Where else do you hunt?
Kraid hunts where he pleases. This land is good for sport. Great beasts roam, and many fresh challenge await. When Kraid is on hunt, he goes far.
Okay, great, good to know. He lets out another short growl. Nod your head and leave. All right, well, there's a green monster lizard that lives in the sewer, and his name is Kraid. I wonder where the inspiration for that name was drawn. Okay, is this? That's not back into the. This is into the dungeon. So we know the wizard went in here. Oh shit! What the hell's this? That's an esoteric pocket. Avoid it. Oh, cool. Noted. What is this? Hey, look, a piece of gelatinous cube. Seems friendly enough. No, we're not touching the gelatinous cube. We're not touching or petting the gelatinous cube. I like my body parts undissolved. Might be a little bit of a himbo, but I'm not that much of a himbo. Oh, sweet. Merciful fuck. Look at the eyes on that thing. Behold, a massive statue of a minotaur. Really? Because that kind of looked like a chihuahua. The door closes behind you. Oh, shit. Your companion lets out an audible gulp. Snell, why did you let me go into this obviously terrifying chamber? His face grows red from anger. Or the lighting. You're the cleric here! The words change tone and intensify, mimicking your own way of speech.
To have stepped into the fifth chamber of trials. This will be your final and most mounting challenge yet, O champions of the host. If outside again you wish to see, answer me these questions 3, the final answer of which I shall judge fairly upon thine soul.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool. Alright, we can do this. Riddles are a piece of cake.
Who will take the first step?
I'm going to step up. I'm gonna do this. Ask me your questions, Guardian. I'm not afraid. The light lands upon you.
First question, what is your name?
Whoa, deja vu. Not this again. My name is... The light intensifies. Say Ragan. Wouldn't it be funny if I said something completely unexpected here and it turned out to be the correct answer? I think... Okay, let me ask you guys this question, because you're a little bit like more removed from this process than I am. Do I continue to lean fully away from intelligence? Or do we let the intelligence win in this one tiny little instance? Do I have to be a complete idiot? Or should I pick the smart choice? Because, I mean, my instincts tell me to, like, let it win. My comedic instincts are telling me no. My comedic instincts are telling me it's more funny to be dumb. But what if I'm just a big dumb idiot boy? Can I do that? No. Okay, fine. Okay, be dumb? Okay, I'll be dumb. Yeah, dumb. No. Oh, fine. Simply state your name. My name is Ragan. The light blinds you for a moment and you feel the chamber shake. What is your quest? To solve the mystery of the tea shop that blew up. Again, the eyes of the cow glare into a fiery beam. What is your greatest fear? To be abandoned? For a third time, you feel that rumble along with the hot gaze of the Minotaur. It then turns to your companion. The chosen will be you. Snell, in response, gives off a shocked scoff. That's easy. You can sense the relief pass over him. Yeah, this was pretty stupid. All that buildup for nothing. At least the cows know how to put on a good show. The goblin stands up straight, facing the light. Go ahead, Guardian. Ask your questions. What is your name? My name is Snell. He enunciates perfectly. The eyes of the statue grow stronger once more. What is your quest? My quest is... My quest is to serve Lady Sageleaf. Again, it rumbles, and you get to the crescendo of that final third question. Nothing bad yet. Very nice. Snell looks confident. What is the scholarly definition of numinism? His face drops. Oh, he is panicking. He does not know? It is the rule of the gods. What is the scholarly definition of numinism? Squat down and stare at the goblin as the light grows more intense, or attempt to show Snell what numinism means. Let's attempt to show him what numinism means. The goblin has his eyes fixed upon you as you hold up your hands. Pretend to act like a tyrannical magic man with a big stick and pretend to use magic to mind control your followers. Then pretend to show how those followers slowly overcome you as way better arcanists come into power through a fair system of meritocracy during the arcane era. Okay, the other one is pretend to pray, then pretend to be a big strong earth, then pretend to show how people congregate into culture units underneath god kings during the divine era. Let's do this one. His eyes are full of panic as you spend precious seconds waving your hands around. His panic overwhelms him. He is unable to even begin to focus on your attempt to communicate, unfortunately. He opens his mouth to speak, still staring at you dumbfounded. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, beneath you, a sea of spikes. Oh, scramble to grab anything. No, no, no! Microseconds, that's what you've got. But somehow you do manage to stretch out, sprawl out, with your hands landing on rough stone. And your feet, oh, let's just say, you're in a bit of a shitty position right now. This is funny as hell. Oh, I love this. Okay. Do not move. You want me to stay like this? Just sit a little bit longer. The goblin attempts to take a step down your lower back. Your feet slip an inch. Whoa! Hold tighter. Shit! Your entire body is quaking. You cannot hold this for long. Okay, new plan. Cast Spider Climb. I don't have Spider Climb prepared. You don't have Spider Climb prepared? I would have a spider climb prepared. I don't know. Why would you? Actually, I can't think of a single useful situation for it. Stop this bickering. It is time to act. Take responsibility for the safety of this party. Climb. Hold out. Let him climb off. Wait, if you fail at holding on, won't that kill you right away? You will hold on. That's not an answer, buddy. Okay. So I can try to climb to safety, but that might kill Snell. And we have disadvantage on it, and it's a very high DC. Or we can go with a much more reasonable Constitution check. It's only DC 9, which we should be able to make even if we roll a 10. Or actually, even if we roll an 11. Actually, no, even if we roll freaking 8. Yeah, let's go with the con. See? Even if we rolled an 8. Look at that. Beautiful. Tell him. You can hold. Snell, jump now. What? But fuck it, fine. After a moment of deliberation, the goblin then scrambles up your back, using your helm as a stepping stone, and leaps for the edge of the pit. But the flesh is firm. He crawls, his claws find perches on the stone. He pulls himself up. Okay, I'm out. A few agonizing seconds later, climb up on the side. The voice starts up again as you do. You have braved the pit of wrong answers. Breathe and stand. Wobbly, but firm. You stand. Step forth and claim your prize, the plundered eye. I hate this place so much, your companion mutters to himself. Again, just to reiterate, Snell says across the gap, this place is somewhat dangerous. That was a bullshit question. Mine were way easier. Agreed. Not that it's that much of a surprise. Esoteric bullshit. Talking statues tend to be filled with esoteric bullshit. Who would have thought? The statue is now entirely silent, and you hear an esoteric boom coming from the drawer between its legs. Well done. The Minotaur's riddles are properly conquered. They were not riddles. Okay, let's see what the treasure is. Let's check it out. We got an incense bowl, which recovers a first level spell slot every 3rd hour. Oh, that's pretty cool. And that gives us some intelligence and wisdom, but takes some charisma and constitution. Well, we can't go around dropping our constitution, guys. We can't go around doing that. That's silly. That's silly talk. Maybe we'll have a use for that one day. But for right now, we're just going to let that chill in our old inventory. Now, this jacinth, a red gemstone. It's very pretty and probably very expensive. Once this whole election business is over, you could either sell it on the black market or turn it into the tower for a reward. Neither would net you a fortune, but maybe a fraction of a fortune. Okay, cool. That'll give us some strength and less intelligence. Neat. Hey, do you think that we could put the gem in that, like, eye in that other mural that's, like, back here? In the caves? Check it out. Let's see if it does. Oh, come on. Let me get past these stupid barrels. Hey, monster that ate me. Or tried to. Alright. Engage with this. Fine. Hey, look, we made it that time. Your gloved hand glides over the markings on the front of the shrine. There's something here. Something in the stone. And it's text. Tracing your fingers, you realize something is written faintly, scrubbed down over the centuries into the surface of the shrine. It says, El Ojo Rojo Vigila tus logros. Take a step back and mumble it to yourself. The red eye watches over you. Does that mean anything? Probably. They wouldn't just write that on a shrine for no reason. He shrugs. They honestly might have, but who knows? You glance upwards at the lion's head. The eye socket. perfectly sized for a gemstone. This is obviously a secret you would be able to trigger in case you insert the correct gemstone. Look at the eye socket. The stony lion's head glares at you with that one sunken dark eye. Might want to be a bit careful about it, but you could probably put the jacinth in there. I need to insert a gemstone here? Yes, either a ruby or a jacinth would be rather practical, or would be a rather practical guess. Alright, put it in. Carefully, you guide the jacinth into the perfectly sized eye hole. Once close enough, like a magnet, it gets sucked in. Then you hear a strange noise in the walls. Hey! Oh, shit! Oh, gods. The goblin gasps for air, unable to speak. Look to your left. Oh. You just almost just died. That was fast. You would have died had the final blade not been blocked by those vines. And Snell would have died if he had just stood a little bit further back or to the left. Fuck! The goblin is actually shaking. Nice dodge, Snell. We were so close to just, like, dying. Look at these things. You'll be cut in half. Are you aware of that, cleric? No, real men don't process emotions like that. There's magic for that, like regenerate. Regenerate? Like the one used for lost limbs? Don't you mean revivify? I almost just died. Please don't argue semantics, Snell. Look, I'm not the magic guy here, but with a brash crack, the floor... with a brash crack, the front of the shrine pops out of place. The goblin jumps. A deep rumbling voice echoes through the chamber as a lion's skull begins floating out of the shrine along with a ghostly halberd. El vigilante rojo de crin blanca castigara tu. Oh, Jesus. It castigates me? What does that mean? Then the skull falls to the ground. As it rolls to the side. Huh. I am not sure. He glances around, scanning for threats. That was a ghostly apparition left to guard this shrine. I don't think they planned it to go that way. For once, I agree with you. The skull is on the ground before you, and that halberd is just floating there, all ghost-like. I guess I'll check them out. Behold, a lion's skull. Engage with it. You kneel down to look at the cat-like skull on the ground. What's your thought on this, Snell? My head's as empty as that skull, cleric. Can we go? Hello? No response. Okay, I'll leave you to it. Pat the top of the head of the skull. Auto-saving. Why are we auto-saving? A ghostly halberd. Let us trifle with it? Guys, I got a special halberd! That makes me feel real special. What does this do again? +1 wisdom and intelligence. Hey, no minus to anything. Sure, I'll equip that. I've got a freaking weapon, yo! Hell yeah! That's pretty sick! What does this even go to? I'd say that's an accessory. Oh, would you? Neat. Okay. So wait, if that's giving me a wisdom, then I can certainly... can't equip text here. Oh, that has to go here. I don't think I want that. I think that's the fascist stuff. I don't think I want to equip that at all. Wait, can I equip this on my head instead? I could probably wear this. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Oh, it has to go up here. Boom. Can I take my helmet off? Oh, no, I will not. Oh, it's probably all messed up and undead underneath there. We're probably just avoiding that as much as we can. This just takes away from my intelligence, so not really worth equipping. That really takes away from my intelligence. The only real like text that I have, I guess. Okay, well, hey, we certainly did a thing. We got a halberd. That's pretty sick, actually. I'm pretty stoked about that. Was not expecting that loot. Was not expecting that loot at all. Pretty freaking great outcome, actually. Now the next time we get in a fight, we'll actually have something, you know, good to do rather than just punch it. Are there any other paths out of here? Let's take a look at our old journal. No, it certainly does not look that way. All right, let's go back here into the caves. At all? I don't think I can. All right, so congratulations to us. We explored the deep dark caves. We didn't find the man in the yellow outfit, but we know that he disappeared down that way somewhere further. Okay, cool. Let's see. Her again. You helmed mankind. I defeated a roper in the South Caves. A roper? That is a ferocious beast. They do not come this far very often. Well done, human. Keep killing things and being manly. She likes it. Nod your head and leave. Oh man, strength is down bad for that bugbear. Like, absolutely down bad. You know what? I'm actually wondering if I look at this, most central part. Full cell, let's engage with this again, and then among the tangled mess of the vines and mossy rocks, you see the thick roots of a bracken tree. They crack open the walls and ceiling of this half dwarven, half anticipalian chamber. Artificial, it's beautiful. Look beyond the roots. They are thick and create a vast tight forest. However, there is something there. A space beyond the roots. Oh? Huh? Okay. Maybe I do need a... I should break down these roots, shouldn't I? It would be difficult. The tree is ancient and powerful. Not now. Let's get a chance to speak to them first. Like, maybe with, like, a speak with plants spell. I don't know where we go about finding that, but... maybe we have to impress the bugbear later. Maybe that's a spell that she has. Wouldn't that be so freaking convenient? Okay. So in this big old pit room, there was also a door. Wait a second. Did we explore this already? Let's take a journal. Map that looks like this. The big twisty windy tunnel system, huh? What is this? Doors. Why can't I interact with doors? Oh shoot, ominous hallway made a click noise. That is not a good click. You feel pressure change. A rushing wind causes you to be pulled just an inch further into the hallway. Then you notice the wall holes opening up. The goblin behind you is already in action. Back now. Okay, DC 9 to avoid this trap. Let's see if we get it. Hell yes. Hell yes. You just barely escaped the deep clutches of the skin-melting heat. Standing up, you realize the fire singed the edges of your uniform. Adrenaline leaving the system. Pain. Burns. Alright, so we lost 3 HP. That's not too bad. Roll around to put out the last fire. But you live! Woo! God damn it. Don't waltz into obvious death hallways like that. I don't need to see more of your near-death experiences. How the hell was I supposed to know? It was ominous. It was clearly an ominous hallway. I'm sorry, but clerics don't have the ability to esoterically pick up on vibes. Every hallway here is ominous. The goblin does care in more ways than one. Now, don't enter the hallway before you disable the trap, or you'll get roasted. Again. Looking back, the hallway has no marks being filled with flames. For the same reason, it's still functional. The magic trap. As you dust yourself off, Snell squints at the strange paw prints on the walls. Wait, I think I know this. These marks. This is where you can deactivate the trap. Let's check them out. Terrible, terrible hallway. Alright, let's go ahead and check. Okay, paw prints, one on each side. Engage. There are 2 faint paw prints, one on each side of the hallway. I think traps like these are my least favorite part of the job. How can you tell the hallway is trapped? He gives you a look. The type of look a father gives his son when he learns about the destruction of the family heirloom, a sword passed on for generations. It's a trap, cleric. Should I touch one of them? It could end poorly, but it cannot hurt. It is but the mark that a cat has left upon this wall. It cannot hurt you. Ugh. Hey Snell, your thoughts on these paw prints? I feel like it would be very silly behavior to go around touching paw prints in the city below. But honestly, considering the strange traps I've heard of, wouldn't surprise me if this was some bullshit puzzle. Bullshit puzzle? Could be something like we have to press both of them at the same time and somehow deactivates the trap for a while. Do we gain anything by getting past here? He shrugs. This is outside HWBT jurisdiction. Considering the esoteric bullshit going on down here, it's impossible to say exactly what's beyond here. But if you're looking to search deeper, this could be the way. Unfortunately. It's worth a try, I suppose. What's the worst that could happen, apart from being polymorphed into a rust monster or something? That won't happen. Will it? No, of course not, cleric. You get into position and look over your companion at the left paw. He reaches up to it after a moment of hesitation. Ew. Yeah, this is magical. See him shiver at the realization. But nothing more than that, he says, and puts his whole weight on it. Try pressing yours. You press on the other one. Clunk. The goblin jumps back. A deep groan from the walls. That... Did it do something? The fuck is that ticking noise? Look around. Esoterical vibes. Your body tingles. As you peer into the hallway, you see something appear on the wall. Is that writing? At the entrance, a whirling mess of faint light forms a stable shape. Entrad in par e probaus. It's some kind of eldritch language. How horrifying. What? No, that's just cat speech. I think I can read this, kind of. You can? Yeah, hold on. He stares at the text and mumbles to himself. It says, enter as a pair and be probed? I don't want to be probed. No, wait. He snaps his fingers. It's a test. Enter the hallway and pair and be tested. A test? Sounds dangerous. Or I'm ready. Yeah, we're ready. Our body is ready. What? Are you The goblin takes a deep breath through clenched fangs. Yeah, okay. On 3. 2, 1. Wait, on 3 or 0? Start walking. The two of you step forward in hesitant unison, stern, heart beating fast. How far are we going to... Shit, stop! The text! You both stop halfway, looking at the magical lettering on the wall. Al son divino, la puerta se arriba. Oh gods, your companion mutters. You can read it, right? It's not like I took formal lessons, I've just picked up a few words here and there. He's sweating, a feeling of dread growing in his heart. A clicking sound starts to echo into the hallway. Tick, 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 tick. Gods be damned. Okay, hold on, I got this. Tick. Al son divino, that's a divine song, right? Tick. Puerta is door. Listen to the divine song and the door will open. Your doom is near. Let's see. Okay, cool. Yeah, very cool. He glances around the hallway erratically. The ticking is kind of a song. A rhythm at least? He's shaking. Tick, tick. You're clearly supposed to move forward in rhythm with the song, but without knowing it innately, it would be incredibly difficult to follow it. Okay, so we can try to figure out what the divine song means. We can follow our instincts. We can ignore our the ticking and try to outrun the traps, or we can pray to Earth. You know what? That's a very low DC for us. And we have a +4 to it. That is honestly our best shot right now. Let's go for it. 9 to 13. Hell yes, that beats the 11. Your thoughts focus on divinity. That unreachable goal, one you will never attain, since you'll die here. By fire, in this ancient trap. Press a fist against your chest. My people, my sons. Cleric, are you praying? His tone of voice makes it sound like he's thinking. Great, so this is how I die. Tick. You who trusted in me, I am your keeper as you are mine. In times of fear, we... Tick. Realize as the ticking enters your body, it is the same rhythm as the prayer. What? How? Why? Who knows? But never mind the reason. It's time to act. The ticking is the river chant. It's the river chant. I'm sorry? The ticking, it's the river chant. You know it? The prayer? I've heard it, but... Oh, he nods. Okay, I get it. The goblin has no idea what you're saying. No idea why you're saying what you're saying, but he follows either way. What are we doing? Follow my lead. Count down from 3 and step forward on 0. Tap, tap, tick, tick. The rhythm lives in your soul. It must have been passed down. It lives in your joints. The power it wields over you is indescribable. You've repeated this prayer, this chant for unity and enlightenment. For reason and meaning, take a step forward alongside Snell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. The goblin keeps up, each step forward made with trembling adrenaline-fueled fear. Take those final steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. He moans as he joins you in those final steps. 3, 4, 5. Oh shit. He takes a deep breath. We're out? Oh, gods be good, we're out. Let me see. The gods favor us, Snell. Enjoy being out of the fire trap. Cleric, look, he mutters and points to the wall once more. Another line of shifting magical text appears. Pasad libres por mandato celestial. It says we can pass liberally by celestial mandate. Hells yeah, we can. Liberally? That sounds like Free Strider bullshit. Feel terrible. Liberally? That sounds like Asgalist bullshit. Feel awful. Liberally? That sounds like something I'd support. Feel like shit. liberally. This isn't the time nor place for politics. Snell, feel apologetic or feel apolitically. Which one of these answers is the good one? Yo, I don't even know what we should say here. I don't know what these answers mean. What is this answer? I don't want to click it and then just like be off on a different like political thing. Like I'm trying to keep on this Asgalist stuff. First of all, no, it does not. Secondly, I got it wrong. It's pass freely, I think. So I guess we can come and go as we please now. Hey, are you okay? Yes, Lion, get up. Your companion lets out a small laugh. The type of laugh you only get after winning against impossible odds. I'll be honest, he mutters, slumping down to the ground a bit further down the hallway. That was worse than a mass torsion. Take a few more steps away from the hallway of doom. The goblin's gaze flits around, dancing from tile to tile. He is looking for more traps. Finally, Snell seems to find himself at ease. He lets out an exasperated sigh. I need a goddamn breather. Is it safe to stay here? Looks around. It's cool. Considering the fire, I don't think any roaming monsters will lurk this way. Sitting down for 10 minutes won't be a problem. He's not trying to convince only you. Sure, let's take a short rest. With a groan, the goblin notices some soot on his jacket. He brushes it off. This isn't exactly my first trap, but we usually hire third parties to disable them. You ever hire any clerics? Nah, not during my time. He chuckles. You guys aren't exactly available for underground chicanery these days. Rooting around in this pouch, Snell... I'm sorry, wow. I'm reading that as him. Rooting around in his pouch, Snell finds a tiny green sphere. He smacks it against the ground and it begins to sputter up into the air. A sprite spirit. Point at the light. What kind of glow globe is that? The Nessun kind. Sadly, it's my last one. Then the goblin leans back against the dungeon wall, making sure to check for any tracking mechanisms beforehand. Look, I work mainly in Upper and Lower Tolstad. The city below is not my responsibility, usually. So apologies if I don't have these magically shifting tunnels memorized like some veteran adventurer. And I apologize for not manifesting a divine intervention. Yeah, you should work on that. You've heard that the city below changes from time to time, but most people believe it to be a myth. The old guard used to deal with the tunnels all the time, but since Earth's death, that work has been entirely relegated to the 3 goblin tribes. It's sad we clerics don't delve these days. Don't want to leave all the fun to you goblins. Not sure I'd describe this hellhole as fun. But just for future reference, this place, it's real close to the garden, right? Sure. Wasn't here a couple of months ago. Between the garden and the water lane sewers, I'm 100% sure there was a slanted hallway full of frozen spikes. We boarded them up as well as we could at the time. Boarded up. That only lasted a couple of hours. It moved around? Yeah, it moved around. All this shit does. This esoteric madness down here was mostly managed after the Conquest. The Conquest? The correct way of referring to the historical event in which humans founded Norvik. Most humans, however, refer to it as the Reconquest. But it still rises at times, in spurts of violence and esoteric randomness. That's insane. I figured all the shifting calmed down after the conquest. It did. Or I mean, from what I understand, your dead god and his paladins used to keep things clean. But nowadays, it's getting weirder by the day. Hey, you're here now, so you can take on this esoteric bullshit, right? Do well, and I'll buy you a beer. Deal? Sure. I don't drink, Snell. Oh shit, I keep forgetting you're like an actual cleric. No alcohol at all, eh? Remember the words. Intoxicants are the work of evil and chaos. As clerics, we must... I don't like the taste. Oh, so you tried it at least. A shameful past. Of course, I'm not a square, Snell. Oh, I accidentally clicked wasn't my thing. Huh. Yeah, it's not for everyone. But trust me, the city below is very esoteric. Nods somewhat. It's also really fucked up, which explains why your beloved city would give up the property rights to a bunch of goblins, huh? He laughs. A sad laugh. In these last couple of years, there's been more and more Reedsian scholars going delving to study. The old lady doesn't let them in on her turf, of course. Chasing them away is one of my jobs. Politely, of course. I'm not some syndicate gangster. But the other tribes are more accepting. For a ton of coin, of course. What is your job exactly? I'm a runner and a handler of the HWBT. Look at him until he tells you what he actually does. He crosses his arms. I do a ton of stuff, okay? I run errands for the old lady and anything she needs. I also make sure our other operations run smoothly. Everything from the apartment rentals to the CBS, the city below security. Anything the old lady needs, I do. So, you don't fight monsters? That's what Moongore's for, and the old lady's other enforcers. My job mostly just consists of talking to people, cleric, like we're doing right now. A lot of talking, and a lot of running around. He takes a deep breath. Exactly what are we doing right now? Just without the light dungeoneering. Oh, exactly what we're doing right now, just without the light dungeoneering. My bad, my bad, my bad. Nice work, by the way, with the trap. Don't mention it. My cat speech isn't the greatest, so I'm not sure what I expected. But we're alive, that's what counts. He's a bit shaken up over it. As are you. You okay, by the way? No serious burns? No need to visit a healer or anything? I'm very good at abjuration magic, it's fine. Abjuration? He scratches his chin. That's the Protect Tomato one, right? Ah, yes, the old tomato reference guide. They use it in schools to teach the differences between the esoteric categories. You are hungry. Understandable, you have not had a vegetable for a very long time. You know about the tomato cheat sheet? He smirks. Everyone knows about the tomato cheat sheet. He looks proud. But wait, is all healing magic abjuration? Because that's one that protects, right? A shield is protection, but healing sounds more of like a post-protection thing to me. It's a bit more complicated than that. The esoteric can be malleable after all. Don't lecture. Huh, interesting. Well, I learned something new today. How lovely. I've been meaning to ask you, what can you tell me about Lady Sageleaf? What's there to say? She did the impossible, actually uniting the rowdy Halfways tribe. Before her, we were close to being kicked out of the city. Really? Damn right. That was before my time, of course, but we had problems with our old council structure. He leans in and whispers to you, the council didn't get along. Not along. I'm guessing you enjoy working for her then? I do, cleric. It's good. Does she have a consort of some kind? Why, are you interested? He laughs. A defensive laugh. No. The goblin keeps laughing. Are you? He stops laughing. No! He looks worried. Cleric, I'm devoted in my service. Lady Sageleaf is one of the greatest goblins who's ever lived. She has no need for consorts. He is idolizing her. So she's a dictator? Yeah, in a sense. In a sense. Look, I'm all for democracy and modern liberal thought. He points two thumbs at himself. Hell, I even used to be a registered free strider. But I don't believe in direct democracy. Bureaucracy is a curse spawned from arcanist bungholes. The goblin is rarely correct, but in this time he's touching upon truth. The arcanists did fall apart once they stopped relying on ruthless magocracy and meritocracy. Their infamous bureaucracy was a symptom of that disease. He gives you a tired look and clicks his tongue. Sometimes you do need a strong, wise leader to unite people. Let's see. Allowing one person to wield to that degree, to wield power to that degree is efficient, but it can easily end in trouble for everyone. Yeah, you're correct. The important part is that the leader, A, remains wise, and B, does not leave power to corrupted idiots. Which, in the old lady's case, she's remained wise, and I see no signs of that changing anytime soon. The only way forward is to trust the wisdom of Asgal, ban hierarchies altogether. The goblin shrugs. I can't give you an objective truth, sadly. But I know Mishka Sageleaf. She's one great leader, and I'm proud to serve her. No leader rules forever. What about her succession? He looks at his claws. It's complicated. In the case of her passing, she will leave power to the old but slightly reformed council structure. I'd be on that council, for example. I'm one of the designated elders. So if she died, you'd get more power, eh? Or interesting, she's not living in air. Doesn't sound like she's really planned anything. That's one way of looking at it. Lady Sageleaf has been around for over 30 years. She's going to be around for a hell of a lot longer, too. Right now, we have more pressing things to worry about. How long have you worked for her? The goblin mutters to himself and looks off to the distance. Damn, I guess it's been almost 10 years. Damn, I've only been a cleric for... As you pause, he raises his eyebrows. My Earthguard training was 3 years, and I've been at the towers for 5. He chuckles and stretches a bit. Time takes us all. Very interesting. Anyway, what about you, cleric? Huh? What do you think about the old lady? Let's see, to be honest or to be flattering? Definitely loves a good ass kissing. Just look at him. The chieftain is a pain, but she does serve her people well. That is admirable. She seems to be a bit of, somewhat of, a pain in the buttocks. He lets out a hearty laugh. She can have that effect on people. For some strange reason, tall folk don't tend to enjoy being talked down to by goblins, nor women. Especially goblin women. Look, it doesn't really matter, but as an elder in the tribe, I can tell you, as a representative of the city, Lady Sageleaf is a force of good in Norvik. I can promise you that. The non-human folk of Norvik are in many ways oppressed by the state and dominant culture, but the goblins have always been most affected, ever since the horrible genocide. It was a war, a reconquest of fallen land. A war against a divine god is not a war, it is a one-sided extermination. The goblins did not have to fight, they could have surrendered, like 3 tribes did. The 3 tribes who were stripped of their culture, their land, and their languages, they were given a new home. They were forced. It was them or us. It was them or us. That is what you tell yourself at night. Goblin rubs his eyes. You know, gestured towards him, it's good to see this. See what? Positive interaction imminent. Comment on the niceness of this unity. Good to see this, the city and the goblins working together at last. Your companion allows the echo of your words to die further down the hallway, then a faint smile on his face. You ever meet him? Him. Think for a second, then speak. Who? Earth. The goblin asking about your god. He must be growling. He must be growing interested in religion, having witnessed your example. Oh, how interesting to see him broach such a topic. He will surely focus on the genocide. Of course not. I'm not that old. Snell nods. First generation post-Earth, huh? The first human tested by faith and faith alone. It's for the best. Never meet your heroes, right? I imagine those old hedonists chanting Tolkien's name wouldn't be too cheerful if he returned either. Nor every other zealot raging across the coast for dead gods. The goblin spits out and leans back against the wall. I always hated Earth. Excuse me? He scratches his nose. I grew up being told to be grateful. But let me ask you this, cleric. If you were the last of your kind, one of maybe 8,000 or 9,000 humans left in the world, and you were then told to be grateful to be alive just because the same monster that destroyed your entire culture also decided to let you live for some reason, would you be grateful? Speaks of the goblin genocide. The goblin genocide was Earth's greatest mistake. He lets out a mocking laugh. It's good to know our current predicament was due to a mistake. Thanks for clearing that up. Grateful. The goblin stares at you. He's expecting nothing good to come out of your mouth. Should you be grateful? It's a hard question. A man should not simply lie down and take whatever subjugation arrives at the hand of a tyrant. But sometimes a man also has to make difficult decisions to protect those he loves. If your people fell, then they did not have the power to live. It's as simple as that. But that should not lead to gratefulness. It should lead to apprehension. This feels like one of those really important things. I don't know what I feel. It'd be a death of the soul. A collective soul of sorts. Snell clicks his tongue and gets up. Every goblin asks themselves that question. To be a Cran or not to be a Cran? Cran. The goblin who signed Cran. The goblin who signed the Goblin Treaty. He served Earth for many years as a warrior of Norvik. We all got different answers. What to do when the past is erased. He groans and shakes his legs a bit. They must have fallen asleep from sitting on the dungeon floor. Some focus on building something, culturally or politically. Some try to get rich in this new free strider world. Some of us, we Voice trails off as he stares back into the fiery hallway. Hate Earth. The goblin nods. A little bit of hate. Yeah. But afterwards, I only do one thing, cleric. I serve Lady Sageleaf. Snell turns back to you, his expression calm, collected. That's enough for me. Nod. Your companion looks at you for a while. His yellow eyes seem to behold you, seeking another answer. This one's on me. What? This, short rest. It's on me. Lovely! The sprite light fizzles out just in time. I'm good to go now. Get up and get going. Hey, look at that, man. We're like making friends-ish with Snell. Starting to get to understand him a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, let's see. Is there something neat that we can find around this corner? What is this? Let me just click it. Something's off here. What's off? Why is it off? How is it off? Oh, shoot. Got back to our little crocodile friend here. Alright, dang. That was the fire hallway. Yay. Go us. Great experience. 10 out of 10. Do we have this place mapped out at all yet? Is it showing up here in any way, shape, or form? Sure isn't. That would just be too convenient, right? Okay, so this is how we got in here. Down this way, I don't think. What's this place? Shiny. Trifle with it. Get some incense, some coins. Hell yes. Shrine of sorts. What is this? Up down here. Okay, cool. We'll take a look at that in a second. What the hell is this? A calendar. It's out of date. Ha! Embedded upon this altar, you see a circular stone slab. Whoever has worked this survey site in the past has attempted to place it in its natural position. It reminds you of a copper calendar, but far, far older. The various glyphs on the surface denote not a language, but rather sigils, it seems. Let's see. Decipher the... No, leave the stone alone. No. Let's do the more interesting option. Yeah. Decipher the current day. No. That is no use. It is broken. Oh. Yes, this is a useless piece of technology if you feel it's worthy of such a term. Okay, thanks, intelligence. Step. 2 meters. These ancient bricks, they could scuff you badly. What kind of man, what kind of hero cannot step down a slightly uneven stone slab? Let's do it in manly stride. Hell yes. Taking a confident step onto the stone, you begin your descent. You close your eyes, and as you do, in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing your elevation, you are afraid. It is very steep, yet your body remains calm. Gained experience, 5 experience, but within a moment you are at the bottom of the step. That's so funny. God, you're slow. Can we get moving now? Let's go. All right. Let's, what the hell's going on here? One goofy looking cat. Axel Madsen. Charity behold. Yay! A 2. We learn nothing about this man. That lobster he has? That by itself. Beside the buried statue, you see someone up on a ledge. There's grunts echoing down the chamber, along with the sound of iron against stone. A dwarf down here? Could be a trap. Hello up there. Huh? The dwarf's smoldering eyes widen as he sees you.
Look, Romulus, we've got an official visiting. If that doesn't make us official, I don't know what will.
Peeking out over the ledge, you spot an orange monster creeping about. A rust monster. The dwarf appears friendly with it. How strange. Rust monsters are known to devour metal. Keep your distance. Is that a rust monster?
Oh yes, very correct, but no worries. He's very kind.
The dwarf then mumbles to himself.
When he's fed.
Ominous. What are you doing here?
Me? Oh, you know.
He lets out a smoldering laugh.
A dwarf's gotta have a hobby.
Mining in ancient ruins is not a hobby. It is a profession. He puts down his tools and strikes a pose.
Let me introduce myself. I am Axel Madsen.
A dark dwarf. Or as they prefer, underdwarf.
Pleasure to meet you. You're a Norvikian cleric, I presume.
Not just, I'm the cleric of Norvik.
I'll be damned. Not sure what that means, but it sounds expensive.
It means everything.
Oh, and you've got a goblin with you. UHWBT friend?
Yeah? You're that dungeoneer that's looking for cats, right? Cats?
More or less. Hope your lady wasn't too mad about my inquiry.
I'd say annoyed is a better description, but it's fine. Just don't trespass anymore.
Will do. Or I won't, I mean. But I should correct you. I'm not a dungeoneer. I'm more of
With a bright smile, he adjusts the collar on his uniform.
Well, I'm a bit what you call a historian with ambition.
As he says it, the orange beast sends an echoing hissing noise down the chamber.
Exactly, Romulus. We're here on an expedition of grand proportions to find the legendary missing mine of Tulaman. Of Tulaman-Cattle.
Of Tulan-Cattle. Tulan-Cattle?
Yes, Tulaman or Tulan-Cattle.
That sounds like a quest.
Oh, yes, indeed.
A quest. Your ears perk up.
But just to be clear, I'm not sharing the spoils just like that. So here's the deal. I'm in trouble.
His pet makes a loud belching noise.
Right?
He mumbles and gives the monster a pat on the back.
You want to help, friend?
Help a stranger? That's how heroes are made. I will help you if I can.
Great. You see, there are two strange ruins in this section of the city below the city.
He points to the statue.
White Mane Ruins. Before the dwarves and humans and even trolls, this place was ruled by cats. The theory goes, the snails of Tulin had an esoteric mine not far from the Pillar of Jor. The mines of Tulaman, a place of thick veins with endlessly growing amber and platinum. But the walking god of the White Mane, for whatever reason, sealed it shut at some point, according to legends. Sealed esoterically, probably since we can't seem to locate it.
So you're looking for it?
Oh yes, I'm not alone in this, of course. But my research has shown me clear indications that these two ruins below Tolstad are more or less unexamined. At least by skilled hands.
Your hands are skilled. Very skilled. So how can you hide an entire mine?
You'd be surprised. The city below the city is, what is it, 4 or 5 levels of sprawling tunnels and caverns. Here under Tolstad, it's only this here top level that's in any way accessible. There could be easily some crevice far down that no one, not even the city's greatest paladins, have gotten close to discovering. The deep places of the world hold many secrets. So there's ancient snail folk, and then slightly less ancient cat folk who built cat stuff on top of the snail stuff.
Exactly. So what's the problem?
There's no problem with this site. But I'm afraid I'm almost finished here. I'm unable to gain access to the second White Mane Ruins because it's inside HWBT territory, and they are very unwilling to allow a dwarf like me past. Your lovely goblin friends have hired a brutish bugbear as a guard. But you're a cleric. If you can get access into their territory, then please head south. Through the damp high caverns, there should be a White Mane Ruin at the end. A shrine, probably marked with feline symbols. He gestures towards the giant statue. Just look for big cats, essentially.
I've already been there.
What? Aren't you the little spelunker? That's good. He nods. Do you see anything?
Depends. What are you looking for?
He leans over the edge. All I need you to do is tell me if you find a symbol of the sun or 2 blades. Either of those, then report back to me, if you're able and have time.
He sighs, a deep, frustrated sigh.
I wish I could do it myself. Darn those goblins. No offense,
he adds, giving your companion a nod. None taken. I really, really do not care. Sun or 2 blades. Yeah, I didn't see anything like that. I'll go back and see if I missed it.
Great. Since you've already made your way there, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle, I hope.
He gives you a thumbs up. What do you know about the tea shop?
He crosses his arms and gives you a long nod. It's a type of cafe. You know, they serve tea and other drinkables. Sometimes they even have pastries. I love cardamom treats.
I also love cardamom treats.
Oh, my friend, you are truly of good taste.
A man of culture, this dwarf. No. The tea shop. He clicks his tongue.
Is there some special tea shop I should be aware of?
How long have you been down here?
About a week now. Takes time to set up a secure perimeter.
So you don't know about the tea shop that exploded?
Exploded? I thought the election was bad enough as it is. Now they've got exploding tea shops. Norvik is in trouble indeed. Oh well,
he mutters with a shrug.
Can't help you there, friend.
Yeah, why are your eyes glowing?
Haven't met too many underdwarves, have you? Look, I don't have too much time, but really, once I'm done here, I can talk all you want.
Alright, good luck down here. Alright, I think that is where we're going to have to go ahead and pause for this session. I think we had a pretty decent session here. Let's go ahead and we'll just create a new save file. Sure, why not? Oh, man. Great session, though. Really great session. No, don't delete this. Silly. What did we do? We didn't save anyone or anything. We got past some traps. We defeated a roper who like ran off of a ledge. That was good. That was real good. Gosh, what time is it? It's 17:58. Okay, so then that means next time that we come back, we can probably like finish up with the ruins down here. But then it actually should be pretty late in the day, so a lot of the shops and stuff up top should be open. And then we give it a couple more hours, and then we should be able to get into the place to see the guy. But we need to find the bird. Yeah, plenty of stuff to still do here. Thanks, everybody, for coming along for this lovely little adventure. It was nice to be back for the first time after being away for a week. Let's see. So we should be back on Thursday, and then, of course, Friday of this week. Don't see any reason why we wouldn't be streaming on those days, so definitely come back. We do have, let me see, we've got... Don't Go in the House. That needs to be finished. We've also got an ongoing game of Control, and we have some other games that we have, like some older playthroughs that are kind of like started and put on pause right now, but it's probably going to end up being Don't Go in the House and Control later this week. So if you want to see those, come on back. Love to have you. let's go ahead and do a little raid. Yeah? A little raid ski. Yeah, let's do this person here. They seem to be in a kind of a similar place to us right now. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll see you again on Thursday. Take care. And I'll catch you later. Bye now.